T.R. Reid had an excellent editorial in the Washington Post where he explained it. It's not even really an editorial. It's some research that he's done that he explained. We're hoping to get him on the program, and let me tell you who he is. He's the former Washington Post reporter and the author of The Healing of America. So what he did was he went and researched different healthcare industries throughout the world. And, of course, what he found was that this image of America being totally capitalist and the other countries in Europe and Japan and all these other, Canada, et cetera, are totally socialist healthcare system is, of course, absurd. In fact, the VA system we have here in America is, out of all the countries he looked at, the quote-unquote most socialized healthcare we have. And the VAs seem to be fairly happy with it here, and certainly the Republicans aren't challenging the system and trying to overthrow that one. In Germany, for example, there are 200 private health insurance plans. In some countries, the doctors in the hospitals are also public, but in most countries, the doctors in the hospitals are private, and the health insurance is public, okay? And that's a very, very important distinction. So how does it work for them? The U.S. health insurance companies, on average, pay 20 cents of every dollar for administrative costs. 20 cents of every dollar. Now, you might say that sounds like a lot, or you might say, okay, maybe that's just the cost of doing business. Well, let's go to other countries and find out if that's the case or not. In France, where they have public health insurance, socialized, terrible, administrative costs equal 4 cents on every dollar, a fifth as much as the U.S. In Canada, they're up to 6 cents on the dollar. In Taiwan, it's 1.5 cents for every dollar goes to, in healthcare costs, goes to administrative costs. And in fact, it went up to 2 cents, and they nearly had a riot. And the party that was running was in a world of trouble, and they had terrible political trouble because they're like, administrative costs were 2%, outrageous. Here in America, with our lovely, best in the world insurance system, administrative costs are 20%. Okay. Now, a couple of other quick facts from this, because this is a great article. And by the way, I tweeted this. If you're following this, us on Twitter, I sent this out yesterday, because when I see an article that I think has excellent facts in it that you would do well to read for yourself, I send it out so you guys can take a look at it. So check that out. And so a couple of the highlights here again. In Japan, in the view of the conservatives, they would say, they abuse the system, because Japanese, on average, this is a stunning number, go to the doctor 15 times a year. Okay? See that? If you have socialized medicine, they're going to the doctor 15 times a year. And imagine the costs involved in that. Well, we have those costs. In Japan, the average person spends $3,400 per person on health care. In the U.S., it's over $7,000. Twice as much. They go to the doctor 3 times as much as we do, and we pay over twice as much because our system sucks. That's why we're trying to change it. And meanwhile, the Republicans and some of those corporatist Democrats are holding on for dear life. No, don't change it. Don't change it. We're making money on that. They don't have your best interests in mind. They have their best interests in mind. And one of the reasons is, and this is a stunning fact, do you know how much an MRI costs in Japan? Here in the U.S., it costs $1,500. And in my mind, whenever I think of an MRI, it sounds really expensive, right? In Japan, same exact MRI, same exact one, $98. Because we have a ridiculous system that encourages the healthcare providers to overcharge. Now, that's not going to get solved only through a public option. There's many different things you have to do, okay? And but our whole system is rotten at its core. It doesn't make any sense. It's grossly inefficient. So along those lines, now actually let me read the rest of it. It's a great article. It compares our system to their systems in a very thoughtful way. Like I said, I sent that out in a tweet yesterday. I know it's a little goofy. I hate using the word tweet every time, but it's an efficient way to get out things like this, okay? And the final note on it that I'm going to give you today is number of bankruptcies due to not being able to pay for medical bills. In the United States, it's a stunning number. 700,000 bankruptcies a year because people can't pay their medical bills. 700,000. It's overwhelming to think about it. In those terrible socialist systems, which are not really quite socialist, France, Britain, Japan, and Germany combined, 0 bankruptcies due to medical bills. 0. Our system is broken. For the love of God, change it.
Have you seen all the TYT videos from today? Check out the Young Turks YouTube channel. Do it already.